Hi friends, welcome to my channel BioBus. Today let's study about sunscreen which is used in our daily life. Sunscreen, also known as sunblock, is a lotion, spray, gel, foam such as expanded foam lotion or whipped lotion, stick or other topical product that absorbs or reflects some of the sun's ultraviolet radiation and thus helps protect against sunburn. Diligent use of sunscreen can also help to slow or temporarily prevent the development of wrinkles, dark spots, and sagging skin. Depending on the mode of action, sunscreens can be classified into physical sunscreens, that is zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, which stay on the surface of the skin and mainly deflect the UV light, or chemical sunscreen, that is UV organic filters which absorb the UV light. How to apply sunscreen? Apply 15 minutes before you go outside. This allows the sunscreen of SPF 15 or higher to have enough time to provide the maximum benefit. Use enough to cover your entire face and body, avoiding the eyes and mouth. An average sized adult or child needs at least 1 ounce of sunscreen, that is about the amount it takes to fill a shot glass, to evenly cover the body from head to toe. Frequently forgotten spots: ears, nose, lips, back of neck, hands, tops of feet, along the hairline, areas of the head exposed by balding or thinning hair. Know your skin. Fair skinned people are likely to absorb more solar energy than dark skinned people under the same conditions. Reapply at least every 2 hours and more often if you're swimming or sweating. Storing your sunscreen. To keep your sunscreen in good condition, the FDA recommends that sunscreen containers should not be exposed to direct sun. Protect the sunscreen by wrapping the containers in towels or keeping them in the shade. Sunscreen containers can also be kept in coolers while outside in the heat for a long period of time. This is why all sunscreen labels must say protect the product in this container from excessive heat and direct sun. Sunscreens for infants and children. Sunscreens are not recommended for infants. The FDA recommends that infants be kept out of the sun during the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and to use protective clothing if they have to be in the sun. Infants are at a greater risk than adults of sunscreen side effects such as a rash. The best protection for infants is to keep them out of the sun entirely. Ask a doctor before applying sunscreen to children under 6 months of age. For children over the age of 6 months, the FDA recommends using sunscreen as directed on the drug facts label. Types of sunscreen. Sunscreen comes in many forms including lotions, creams, sticks, gels, oils, butters, paste, and sprays. The directions for using sunscreen products can vary according to their forms. For example, spray sunscreens should never be applied directly to your face. This is just one reason why you should always read the label before using a sunscreen product. Understanding the sunscreen label. Broad spectrum. Not all sunscreen are broad spectrum, so it's important to look for it on the label. Broad spectrum sunscreen provides protection from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. There are two types of UV radiation that you need to protect yourself from: UVA and UVB. Broad spectrum provides protection against both by providing a chemical barrier that absorbs or reflects UV radiation before it can damage the skin. Sunscreens that are not broad spectrum or that lack an SPF of at least 15 must carry the warning. Sun protection factor SPF. Sunscreens are made in a wide range of SPFs. The SPF value indicates the level of sunburn protection provided by the sunscreen product. All sunscreens are tested to measure the amount of UV radiation exposure it takes to cause sunburn when using a sunscreen compared to how much UV exposure it takes to cause a sunburn when not using a sunscreen. The product is then labeled with appropriate SPF value. Higher SPF values up to 50 provide greater sunburn protection because SPF values are determined from a test that measures protection against sunburn caused by UVB radiation. SPF values only indicate a sunscreen's UVB protection. To get the most protection out of sunscreen, choose one with an SPF of at least 15. If your skin is fair, you may want a higher SPF of 30 to 50. The sun is stronger in the middle of the day compared to early morning and early evening hours. That means your risk of sunburn is higher at midday. Sunscreen ingredients. Every drug have active ingredients and inactive ingredients. In the case of sunscreen, active ingredients are the ones that are protecting your skin from the sun's harmful UV rays. Inactive ingredients are all other ingredients that are not active ingredients, such as water or oil that may have been used in formulating sunscreen. Below is a list of acceptable active ingredients in products that are labeled as sunscreen: aminobenzoic acid, iobenzone, sinoxate, dioxybenzone, homosalate, maradimate, octocrylene, octinoxate, octisalate, oxybenzone, padimate O, ensulizole, sulisobenzone, titanium dioxide, trolamine salicylate, zinc oxide. Although the protective action of sunscreen products takes place on the surface of the skin, there is evidence that at least some sunscreen active ingredients may be absorbed through the skin and enter the body. This makes it important to perform studies to determine whether and to what extent use of sunscreen product as directed may result in unintended chronic systemic exposure to sunscreen active ingredients. Sunscreen expiration dates. FDA regulations require all sunscreens and other non prescription drugs to have an expiration date unless stability testing conducted by the manufacturer has shown that the product will remain stable for at least 3 years. That means a sunscreen product that does not have an expiration date should be considered expired 3 years after the purchase. To make sure that your sunscreen is providing the sun protection promised in its labeling, the FDA recommends that you do not use sunscreen products that have passed their expiration date if there is one, or that have no expiration date and were not purchased within the last 3 years. Expired sunscreens should be discarded because there is no assurance that they remain safe and fully effective. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll be back soon with more videos. Please like and subscribe my channel for more topics. See you all soon. Bye bye.